Ladies and gentlemen, I need for you to put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. This is Ebony Man 2K, aka That Jolly Rancher, aka Pretty Ricky, what they call me, and aka the King of Receipts. I welcome you to my channel with the same name. I would like to send a shout out to my new subs who may have heard about me from other fellow YouTubers. I welcome you, and you are going to enjoy yourselves here. I want to send a special shout out to my loyal day ones who have upgraded their membership and got their badges and or have supported my efforts via Super Chat and Cash App and PayPal. And lastly, shout out to my shadow watchers who listen to me from the bushes or up in the clouds. I understand you may be cooking, driving, working out, or at work, and I appreciate that you're at least here kicking it with me. Also, I would like to send a special shout out to Shakira 2K's besties, Kylie Jenner, Sophia Richie, and Kaya Gerber. Well, all right, let's get it. Man, check this out. Now, Tasha K went from hot shit, then Tasha K went to that sugar. Now Tasha K right back to hot shit, y'all. She right back to hot shit. Damn, Tasha. You supposed to be wiping your ass with the cease and desist. What happened, girl? See, what had happened was... Oh, boy. This is Ebony Man 2K, and I welcome you to the channel with the same name. Please put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. Well, it seems like the talk of YouTube is the lawsuit entanglement between Cardi B and Tasha K. Now, I usually don't get into celebrity gossip and hot shit, but a lot of my followers have asked me to share my thoughts on this situation. Well, basically, it's quite simple. Tasha K has gone from shit to sugar and now back to shit. Tasha K was in court this week basically admitting that back in the fall of 2018 when it all started, she was on some fuck shit making up vicious lies and stories on Cardi B that she had herpes for the sole purpose of trolling for clicks, views, and money. And that's a damn shame, y'all. That's a damn shame. A lot of YouTubers have talked about it, and I will share a clip of one YouTuber that I like, Armon Wiggins. I recommend that you go and subscribe to his channel after this video. I will respond to his commentary and also share with you exclusive info on Tasha K and her husband's claim of company ownership or the lack of company ownership. I will also illustrate how Tasha K came up on trolling Cardi B in terms of new subs, clicks, views, income, and net worth. Okay, this is Ebony Man 2K. Let's get it.
So why she
win, loss, or draw? No, like I said, I'm only talking to Armon. I'm only talking to Armon.
Okay.
I'm only talking to Armon.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Get in here, everybody. Get in here. It's a lot going on. Can you guys all hear me? I want to make sure you guys can hear me. I'm good. I sound good. We look decent. You know what I mean? It's a legendary week. All right. Tasha K is being bat-handed to her. I don't know what that is. I just kind of threw that out there together. But Tasha K is being slapped around in court. All right. So far where her husband has gotten on the witness stand and said, nigga, I ain't got no control of this woman. Okay? It's a lot going on. Cardi B breaks down and cries. Child. And The jurors, one of the jurors, can you believe, was kicked out. Kicked out and removed. One of the 4 jurors was kicked out and removed from inside the court case, and they are moving forward with only 3 jurors. Okay? So we're going to get into some things. We're going to talk about it. And yeah, so let's get into it. But before we do that, you know we have to do, we gotta support the people that are on the grounds, okay? That are on the grounds fighting the good fight, okay? Because we've got footage from these people, and we've also got play-by-plays from the people that are in the actual court, okay? So I want to give a big shout out to Choke No Joke, who's doing the work. And we want to give a shout out to Dennis Byron, who is doing the work, okay? These guys are out there really putting out the work and getting into some things, okay? So shout out to them for bringing it to us play by play, and for me to be able to give it to you guys all here, okay? So shout out to those men in media. Choke No Joke is a YouTuber, I believe, and Dennis Byron is the owner of the Hip Hop Inquirer. So shout out to them for keeping us up to date and for allowing us to be able to present you with the latest updates in the conversation. Okay? Okay, so boom. Now that we got that out of the way, we're going to definitely open up the call lines and get into some things. But I got to give you guys the latest on what's going on. Now, like I told you guys before, TASHA K has been stuttering in court, okay, fumbling. Okay, yesterday was a little bit better, but it wasn't too much different. The judge actually almost told her that she was going to be a contempt. I don't know the right legal jargon, okay? But it was going to be a contempt to court if she kept walking around and jogging around the questions and the comments. He had got frustrated and pissed off with her yesterday. They were damn near going to throw the whole case out, and TASHA K was just going to be obliterated. Look at me trying to just use all these words. Anyway, long story short, in English, they was getting tired of her yesterday. She was dodging questions. She was acting as if she didn't understand the question. And then what also happened was her legal team, while she was being cross-examined, when she was answering the questions, the lawyer, the man, not Olga, but the guy kind of was sitting up there and was trying to signal TASHA K on how to answer the damn question. Can you believe that? So she up there lying, and can you repeat the question? I don't understand the question. Mind you, the question is clear as day. She keep re-answering and lying and backtracking on the questions, and then the lawyer like this, trying to tell TASHA K how to answer. And they have to tell that man, sir, stop trying to tell her how to answer the damn question, or this whole thing, we're going to get y'all out of here. We'll end this today. So, yeah, it's a mess. So she got a team of liars. She's a liar. It's just a big mess. Yeah, child. They're a bunch of frauds. And remind you, now, there was at one point, too, I had got the tea that they were going to object. The male lawyer wanted to object to one of the questions that TASHA K was being answered. And Olga just told the man, just sit down. Just pay it. Basically, just let her hang herself. Olga don't give a damn no more. Olga's at the point where she's just there for the check. She getting paid anyway. The stuff had gotten so bad for TASHA K. The videos and the stuff had gotten so salacious and so nasty. Hell, the lawyers wanted to sit and listen to it again. They realizing that they can't even help TASHA K anymore. At least Olga. She's checked out. Okay? No, seriously. But anyway, so let's fast forward today. So we're getting updates. So one of the first updates that we got this morning was one of the jurors was excused because she made a comment about how bad the video of TASHA K was. The judge stated that he did not want the case to be reversed on appeal had he let her stay. The case continues with 3 alternate remaining judges. So they had been playing all this video footage, and they're not playing clips. They're playing all the footages. They're playing the footages from where Tasha K was live in the closet of her home. They're playing the footages that she doesn't even know that people have. Oh, shout out to Sweet Pea Diaries. Apparently, there's some footage from me that they have played where Tasha K is admittedly saying that she does everything for clicks and views and lies. So they've been playing all of these videos and footages from different YouTubers and different lives that Tasha K has done, because me and like other YouTubers, and we've been downloading every video and sending it over. Okay, everybody has been saving the videos. Tasha K goes on our backup channel. She drags and she drags and she drags. And what ended up happening was she called Cardi B so many nasty, vile B words and H words and disgusting things, right? And child, what ended up happening was the juror. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Are we good? I know YouTube like to kick us out of stuff. Are y'all good? Okay, hold on. Let me make sure that we good, child. We good? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a one in the chat if we good. Because YouTube like to play in my face. Okay. So boom. So what ended up happening was the juror had watched the videos, right? And the juror said, this is so bad. This is so bad. They had a reaction. They were like, this is not good. And the judge had said, hold on. You're reacting. You got to go. The juror was on the jury stand, and they were watching the evidence, and the juror couldn't even take it. Mind you, they made sure that none of the jurors were Cardi B fans. They were like middle-aged white people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the full details of the jurors, but they're not into pop culture. They know nothing about celebrity gossip, but they did know that was not okay. And the juror was watching that clip and that evidence of Tasha K and said, oh my God, this is horrible. And the judge said, okay, you obviously can't take this. So you got to go, because we don't need any biases here. We don't want you to just already have made up your mind before the case is over. So that juror has been eliminated, because the things that Tasha K was saying about Cardi B was so sick and so nasty and so evil that the juror couldn't even stand there sit there with a poker face. The juror broke character and said, oh my God, this is horrible. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that you had to get it? I mean, now let's think about this for a minute. You have 4 jurors. One juror gets kicked out because they can't hold it together and say, and just keep a poker face. That woman was like, oh my God. What do you think the other 3 jurors think? Just because they didn't react does not mean that they don't feel the same way. But it was just that bad that one of the jurors cracked. So a juror has been eliminated. There's only 3 left. Okay? So that's the latest. That's one of the latest. Also, Cardi B's husband takes the stand. Okay? Cardi B's husband takes the stand. Now, Cardi B's husband, not Cardi B's husband, Tasha K's husband, Sheck, takes the stand right here. Sheck is a very handsome man. A lot of us didn't realize how handsome he was until we seen that footage of them walking out of the courthouse, which I'll play for you guys here. Okay, so anyway, long story short. So he takes the stand, okay? And they basically want to know if he has control, because Tasha K said that he was the president. Then she said she was the owner. Okay, let Dennis Byron tell you what actually happened. Here we go.
Control whether or not the videos came down. attorneys was examining Shaykhna, he was asked in so many words, did Tasha K have control over whether or not the videos came down? He said yes. He basically said he had no control whether or not the videos came down. He threw his wife under the bus for the most part. It appeared that while he was the owner, he said Tasha K testified that her husband was the president of Kibi Studios. But when he took the stand, he said, well, I'm not the president, I'm the owner. And then the lawyer for CARDI B.
So boom. So Tasha K said that, wait, let me hear that one more time, because I got to get this right.
And he said, well, I'm not the president, I'm the owner. And then the lawyer for CARDI B asked him, do you see the distinction between the owner and the president? So he said, well, I'm the owner. But he also said that he had no control over whether or not the videos in question came down. So ask yourself a question. If you're the president or the owner of a company and you receive...
So basically, I'm confused because Tasha K said he was the president, then he said he's the owner, then he said he's not the owner, but he's the president. Let's listen to this one more time, because are you just as confused as me? Let's listen one more time. This is what they're doing in court.
Was examining Shaykhna, he was asked in so many words, did Tasha K have control over whether or not the videos came down? He said yes. He basically said he had no control whether or not the videos came down. He threw his wife.
So he basically said, I would have took them down if Tasha K wanted them to come down. Tasha K had full control. Whether I'm the owner or the president or whatever, she had the control. I didn't have the control. I did what she wanted to do. She wanted those videos up there, baby. That ain't got shit to do with Shaq. That ain't got shit to do with Shaq, is what he said over there, okay? Hold on, now let's continue to listen.
Under the bus for the most part. It appeared that while he was the owner, he said Tasha K testified that her husband was the president of Kibi Studios. But when he took the stand, he said, well, I'm not the president, I'm the owner.
So Tasha K said that he was the president, basically trying to say it was all up to him, you know? But then Tasha K, then he said, no, I'm the owner. Well, if you're the owner, then you do have control. Whether you're the president or the owner, you have control. I don't know who has more control, maybe the owner over the president. So if you're the owner, you do have control, Shaq. Because Tasha K really tried to give you out. Maybe he's the president of the company. I'm the owner. Don't go against my husband. He had no control, like, I guess. But then he's like, I am the owner. But she still wanted those videos out. And so it ain't got shit to do with me. Is that what we're hearing? Like, what?
And then the lawyer for CARDI B asked him, do you see the distinction between the owner and the president? So he said, well, I'm the owner. But he also said that he had no control over whether or not the videos in question came down.
Okay, so let's be clear. So he is the owner of Kibi Studios. Now let's talk about this. Let's talk about Tasha K's brand. Let's talk about it for a little bit. And this is why it's so important when it comes to the husband. He is the owner because he does the trademarking, he does the branding. Tasha K does not own any of the trademarking. She does not own any of the branding. Now, I don't know how that goes when you're married, so maybe if you're married, whatever. But remember, when she was getting sued and all of these things, she put a lot of her money into trust. Then she put Kibi Studios into his name. They even put the home that they purchased in Shaq's name. So he's the owner of the house. He's the owner of Kibi Studios. He owns all the trademarks. This is why... Now, I'm being messy. This is why when I go and we start doing the rants on Tasha K and she runs around talking about how everyone is jealous of her, it's almost like, girl, you don't own any of this. If anyone is going to be jealous of anybody, we'd be jealous of your husband because he's the production, he's the business, he's the editor, he's the software developer, he's the owner of the home, he's the owner of the LLC. He's the owner of Kibi Studios. Yet, with all of that ownership, what he did not take ownership for was the fact that you got up there and wanted to drag Cardi B for clicks and views and revenue. So with all that ownership that he owns, he wasn't going to own saving your ass. He got up there and made it very clear, I am the owner, but I still had no control over what this woman does. And we know that to be true because apparently every time Tasha K goes live, she always talks about how Shaq doesn't want her to do something, how he advises her against it. So I can see this being a problem in their relationship and it a little bit bleeding over into the court because it's almost like he's sticking it to her like, see, you don't listen to me. How many times have you watched a Tasha K video or a Tasha K rant video and she says that her husband tells her don't do it, don't upload this, don't do that, and she says she doesn't care. So at this moment, he would probably kind of stuck it to her too. Like, see, if you would have listened to me, I could have had your back and I could have took credit. But that nigga said, nigga, I ain't taking, KB Studios ain't going down because that's where all the money's at. You see, they tried to put everything into the KB Studios money because the Cardi B team, they want the Tasha K money, but she ain't got no money. It's tied up in the KB Studios in the husband's name. And the little trust funds and things like that. However, you had something to do with this, Shaq, because you are the whole company. You are the production. You are the manager. You are the graphics. You are the trademark. You are the content creator. Tasha K is just the voice. Shaq is literally unwind with Tasha K. Without him, she has no platform. So take them all down. And take the money from KB Studios too. Now, this is where it got really, really bad for Tasha K. Cardi B, a lot of people weren't sure if Cardi B was going to get on the stand. But one of the updates came and they said, Cardi B takes the witness stand and breaks down in tears as she tells juries that Tasha K's lies made her want to end her life. Tasha K says, Cardi B says, I felt like only a demon could do that shit. And she broke down in tears. Wow. Wow. What a powerful testimony. So, let's get serious here for a minute, right? So some people would say, oh, she's just doing her court thing. This is what she's supposed to do. You know, she's lying. When you are a public figure and you are being dragged, first of all, you have this astronomical come up where people don't even see fit for you to have this type of come up. A lot of people are jealous of you, and not even just her peers. A lot of regular people like you and I, people that feel like, well, why did God make her lucky? I hate her. She's not that talented. She's not the greatest rapper. She was a stripper. She isn't black. How did she get so lucky? I hate her. Partially some of the reason why so many people support Tasha K. So you drag her. Then she has one of the largest female rappers in the country, in the game, envious and jealous that this girl has came in and cultivated an audience and a fan base. Then you have her cult-like fan threatening and dragging her daughter, and then you have her husband at times cheating on her, and then you have these side girls coming up and trying to find infidelities in her relationship. Then you have some of these friends that are not really her friends, but every time that they're with her, they want to, take a picture. They want to steal from her. They want to do all of these things. They want to show people that they're around. Then you have a woman with a major, massive platform that leverages the bitterness, the hatred, the envy of so many different people. And they can all follow behind Tasha K and rally behind her and encourage and push Tasha K into this narrative of saying, yeah, Cardi B was a stripper and she's disgusting. She's dirty. She has the H word. She used to rob people. She hates black people. She used to drug men. She's an evil, evil person. Mind you, this all started when Cardi B is 25. Let's be very clear. Tasha K was 38 at the time, 37. This is almost a 40-year-old woman antagonizing a 20. Think about if you're not 25. Think about if you're older than that. Think about when you were 25 and where you were. And think about being 25 magnified. It's not just Tasha K coming after her. It's all of the, it's the fame. It's all of these people. It's the pressures of that. And then you have this woman with a major platform interviewing people that you may know one time, and they're getting millions and millions and millions upon millions of views. And now that you know, they've admittedly talked about it. They're hashtagging your name. So every time you Google your name, you see a salacious video about how you're passing disease to your daughter. And you got to read thousands upon thousands upon thousands of comments where people are saying, yeah, I knew she was disgusting. Yeah, she is. I hate her. I hope she dies. I hope Offset cheats on her again. Offset's going to give her this. Offset's going to give her that. And here you have Tasha K making thousands of dollars, reveling in it, being supported, being built up by other people in the industry because of their hatred and envy for Cardi B. Wow. That would make anybody second guess being here. Because let's just be very clear here. I don't know what it's like to be a celebrity. You probably don't know what it's like either. But one thing I can say is a lot of these celebrities go through a lot of pressures. And I can tell you too, sometimes people, and I'm not saying this for Cardi B and I'm not speaking for her because I don't know. But I'll say this. A lot of times, people, we want to get to a place because we want to be financially stable and we want to be successful. And we think that this celebrity life is where it's at. But then once you reach the top of the mountain, where else can you go? Then you realize that I'm underwhelmed by this. Now I can afford and I can pay for anything that I want. But am I happy? Can I make a regular post on Instagram? Can I joke how I would normally joke with my homegirls? I have to always walk around with security now? I can't even like a picture without it being front page news. That's a lot on the mental. And then I'm a female. Then I'm a female rapper. So now I'm constantly being compared. I'm competing. I have to create. And because my stats and things have been so astronomical, now I have to be better than I was yesterday. And any little mishap, anything that I do, people are waiting for me to fart. And if it stinks, it's news. And they revel in it. And they destroy me. And then, most importantly, they make money. So they're going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And then people that don't even know me, because be very clear here, Tasha K didn't stop at Cardi B. She started pulling people that was just from New York, saying that, hey, I know Cardi B. Oh, I've been affiliated with her. Then they were allotted a platform to come and speak out and drag Cardi B and throw up salacious lies and news. Cardi B talked about her struggle in the courthouse, about how she went from a stripper, then told her story about how she worked at the grocery store and all of these things, and how she just really hustled. to get where she's at. And she said those things really, really hurt her. And it really made her second guess living here. And she broke down in tears. I'm also hearing she's not showing up to the courthouse very flashy. She's coming as Belcalis, okay? And I think that was a very powerful statement because it's nothing like, I'm glad that Cardi B said something, because it's nothing like getting up there and saying how you really, really feel and how it made you feel. To sit up here and be ridiculed, antagonized, harassed. Because you got to think about it. Even if it's not true, you got to think about how many people call Cardi B HB now. First of all, she got this woman to a point where this woman had to come and take a blood test for the world to potentially find out if she did have it. Why is that your business? Why should you be, the fact that I'm even forced to take a test to have to prove this, that's humiliating enough, whether you have it or you don't. Is anybody forcing Tasha K or her husband to take a test? Remember, Tasha K couldn't even take that. People were assuming that her husband was gay. Tasha K didn't even like when people were saying that Tasha K was a lesbian and sleeping with her best friend that had the white husband that allegedly said that she only is with the white husband because she wanted to have a baby with good hair. This is what I heard. Tasha K didn't like that. Okay? So I just think that it's really messed up that Cardi B even had to go through proving that she didn't have whatever they said that she had, because that's not Tasha K's business. But Tasha K dug so much and put so much of that nasty information out there, and now to come to find out she only did it because she knew it would make her money and it would give her some sort of fame and recognition and build a YouTube channel. All this for 1 million subscribers? Imagine that. You know how many people don't do this? Celebrity news, gossip, and have millions upon millions. I mean, hell, there's people that do makeup and skits and, jump off of cars and, I don't know, they eat food and have millions of followers. Imagine millions. Imagine getting 1 million followers but having to end up in court. Was it really worth the million? Wow. Well, it's a lot of tea. It's a lot of tea. Tasha K's online acting as if everything is peaches and cream. It's business per usual. We'll see. If these updates are true, then I don't see how Tasha K is winning this case at all. Now, will people still support Tasha K? Absolutely. There's enough people in this world that are envious and jealous of Cardi B that will support Tasha K. There's enough people that like the train wreck, and there's enough ignorant people out here that believe that all publicity is good publicity, and they feel like Tasha K won. And at some point, if it depends on, like I said in a previous video, it depends on your level of what you believe success is. If success to you is being salacious and getting to that 1 million and being wrapped up in lawsuits and having everybody talk about you and being infamous, then absolutely Tasha K is the way to go. A lot of people talk about, this is her Wendy Williams moment. This is her Wendy Williams moment. Also, let's look at where Wendy Williams is today. All that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Energy is transformative, and it does come back. Okay? And so you will reap what you sow to a certain degree. That definitely will happen. Everybody hollering Wendy, Wendy, Wendy. There was just a release that Wendy Williams spiraled out of control, patting her putty cat, asking her employees, which I think is DJ Booth, to bang her. But we'll talk about that in another video. So, really, do you want that Wendy Williams come up? Because Wendy Williams is having a miserable and a lonely downfall. Be very clear. Wendy Williams can't even come back to her show because Wendy Williams' mind, body, spirit, and soul has all fallen apart. So, I don't know if Wendy Williams is really the goal either. I mean, see, I think we got to also look at how these people, not only how they start and how they reign, but also how do they finish? See, I think a lot of people look at the start, the reign, and they don't look at the finish. Wendy Williams, I don't want that story because the finish ain't looking that good. Not at 55, that's still young. But anyway, this is not about Wendy, this is about Tasha K. Okay, Tasha K was also spotted leaving court the other day. Let me see. Do I have that video of Tasha K leaving court? Let's check this one out. Shout out to Choke No Joke for the footage.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate it. Can I ask a question? Tasha K is choked. Can I ask a question? Yes or no?
Hey, no comments until the trial's over. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Appreciate it.
Look, you see Olga in the back. See, that's okay. So that was the lawyer. That was the lawyer that was still trying to fight for Tasha K. You know, trying to object to certain questioning, line of questioning, right? Look, but you can see Olga in the back. She is through with it, baby. She don't even got her luggage and baggage right. She's done. Look, he's still trying to do the lawyer thing. Olga in the back, like, to hell with it. Look, she's done. Olga's done. Okay, to hell with it. Well, Tasha K, now Tasha K, you are officially a celebrity. You're officially infamous. You have made it, Tasha K. How does it feel? Congratulations. You made it. And to all the YouTubers that aspire to be, this is the direction you want to go. Congratulations.
This is Ebony Man 2K, and I welcome you to the channel with the same name. Please put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. Well, it seems like the talk of YouTube is the lawsuit entanglement between Cardi B and Tasha K. Now, I usually don't get into celebrity gossip and hot shit, but a lot of my followers have asked me to share my thoughts on this situation. Well, basically, it's quite simple. Tasha K has gone from shit to sugar and now back to shit. Tasha K was in court this week basically admitting that back in the fall of 2018 when it all started, she was on some fuck shit making up vicious lies and stories on Cardi B that she had herpes for the sole purpose of trolling for clicks, views, and money. And that's a damn shame, y'all. That's a damn shame. A lot of YouTubers have talked about it, and I will share a clip of one YouTuber that I like, Armon Wiggins. I recommend that you go and subscribe to his channel after this video. I will respond to his commentary and also share with you exclusive info on Tasha K and her husband's claim of company ownership or the lack of company ownership. I will also illustrate how Tasha K came up on trolling Cardi B in terms of new subs, clicks, views, income, and net worth. Okay, this is Ebony Man 2K. Let's get it. Now, to start us off, here's a little something that might tickle your fancy. Tasha K's husband, Shay Kebe, was on the stand this week trying to weasel his way out of liability from the lawsuit. He did a lot of double talking, claiming one time that he was not the owner, but then claiming another time he was the owner, but had no day-to-day responsibility and control over the decisions of the company. So yes, there was a lot of double talking, but you all know that I am the king of receipts. So let's take a look at the paperwork, shall we? Now, if you look on screen now, you will see a copy of the certificate of organization for Tasha K's company that she shares with her husband, Shay Kebe, called Kebe Studios, LLC. Now, you should also see the state of Georgia seal and the Georgia Secretary of State signature at the bottom of this certificate page. As we move on to the second page of the Articles of Organization, you can clearly see that in the middle of the page, there's Tasha and her husband are clearly listed as the organizers of this company. Now, it doesn't show the percentage breakout. It could be 50-50, 60-40, or 90-10. But both are clearly co-owners of this company, Kebe Studios, LLC. Furthermore, Shay is also listed with further responsibility as the official authorizer of the company, as shown at the bottom of this certificate. Now, the Articles of Organization for Kebe Studios, LLC was formed in the year 2018. The address listed on the paperwork was this Cobb County property shown on screen now. Apparently, this is where Tasha used to live back in 2018 before the Cardi B come up. It was a very modest home with a current market value of $269,000 as estimated by Zillow.com. Now, her current home that I will show you later has a market value that is twice that. It is safe to say that when Tasha K was trolling Cardi B for clicks and views, she was also singing, "Where we're moving on up to the east side in a deluxe 2-story in the sky high. Where we're moving on up to the east side. We finally got a piece of the pie." Okay, y'all. Let's first look at what she had back in 2018. Then we will take a look at her current piece of the pie. So on the screen now is Tasha K's current home. She lives in an exclusive community called The Post Cardi B. Yeah, that's right. It's called The Post Cardi B. Now, when it was for sale, the website Zillow.com described the property as follows. Situated on a quiet cul-de-sac with golf course view, this four-sided brick home is ideal for the savvy home buyer or investor to add the finishing touches. The large kitchen with island has an open layout to the great room. An oversized bathroom/bedroom on the main level is perfect for the multi-generational family. The master suite features a very large closet and attached second floor laundry. A full basement with bathroom and third garage is ready for finishing. Now, another site said this is a four-sided brick with full basement and private cul-de-sac backing up to a full golf course. It's a solid built home with extra large rooms, hardwood floors on the main level, open floor plan with kitchen and breakfast room overlooking family room with gas fireplace. It has a separate living room and separate dining room, guest bedroom/in-law suite, and full bath on the main level. The master suite upstairs with huge walk-in closet, private extra large bath, and laundry room up to three, and also 3 additional bedrooms and large bath upstairs. Full unfinished basement with finished bath allows for ample storage and future expansion, plus potential for a third car drive under garage. The two car garage on the main level and beautiful views of the lake nearby. It also has a 2-story foyer. All right. That's a lot, y'all. Yes, Tasha K. That's all right, Tasha K. Well, we're moving on up, I see. Yeah, we moving on up. Well, all right, if you look on the screen now, this is a copy of the Gwinnett County Tax Assessor's Office Property Detail Report for the property of LaTasha and Shay Kebe. You see both of their names are listed, Shay Kebe as well as LaTasha Transrena Kebe. So Tasha K's full real name is LaTasha Transrena Kebe. Jesus have mercy. You cannot, man, listen. Transrena is her middle name. That sounds like a vampire's name. How you get a name like Transrena? You a vampire? I want to suck your blood. I'm Transrena. Man, look. If I met a woman whose middle name was Transrena, I would run the other way. Transrena? Oh, boy. Can't make this up. So anyway, if you scroll down to the middle of the page, you can see the last appraised value of this home in 2020 was $456,000. If you look, and at the top of the page, you can see that I've had real estate websites estimate this property to be around $560,000. Okay, so now if you look at the very bottom of the page, you can see the home was purchased in June of 2020. The amount was $380,000 at the time. So that means in, let's see, 2.5 years, the value of this home went from $380,000 that Tasha K and her husband paid. Now it's estimated around $560,000. So what's that? $180,000 in 2 years increase in market value. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So her net worth, obviously, if they own a home, that means their net worth increased at that same amount, close to $200,000. Okay, now if you see on this second page, you can read it for yourself. This is a summary of the interior features of that home and also a summary of the exterior features of the home of Tasha K and her husband currently. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you look on the screen now, these are reports that I got from the website socialblade.com. Social Blade reports the performance of YouTube channels, and I have statistics on Tasha K as well as lovelyti to compare them against each other. So right now you see a graph that shows the number of subscribers during the period between February 2019 to the current day. Well, the latest month that they reported, and that's December of 2021. And it shows you the increase of the number of subs as well as the views for Tasha K on a monthly basis. Obviously, this captures the time around the scandal with Cardi B. So you can see a sharp incline in subs as well as views. Now let's take a look at lovelty's graph. You can see it's similar to Tasha K's in terms of the number of subs. The number of subs is not as much as Tasha K for lovelty around the same period, but she still had a considerable amount of views. But here's what I want to show you that I find to be quite interesting and ironic. This is a summary of those two graphs, right? This is a YouTube performance comparison between Tasha K and lovelty during that period of February 2019 through December 2021. If you look at the hard numbers for Tasha K, she had an average new subs per month count of 23,000 new subs. In that same period, she had an average views per month of 5 million views, okay? But here's the thing. lovelty, in that same period, she only had 8,000 new subs per month, right? But her average views per month was the same as Tasha K's. The same. So here's my conclusion, right? So Tasha K gained 3 times more subs than lovelty in that period, but had the same number of views during the period between February 2019 through December 2021. She gained 3 times more subs, but had the same number of views. How, Sway? How, Sway? How you get that many more subs, but only have the same views as lovelty? Tasha K, you got some splaining to do. Tasha, you ain't faking the funk with fake subs, is you, Tasha? Please don't tell me you faking subs. Please. I don't want to do that to you. I don't. But you got some splaining to do. You got some splaining to do, Tasha K. Now, I'm going to let you live today. I'm going to let you live because I'm running out of time. I don't have time today. But anyway, that's my conclusion, y'all. That's my conclusion. During this Cardi B scandal or whatever, right after of those next months, Tasha K was bragging about the number of subs she was gaining, that she was going to surpass lovelty. Well, anybody who knows YouTube that knows that the game of YouTube is not number of subs. It ain't. The game of YouTube ain't got nothing to do with no subs. The game of YouTube is views. The game of YouTube is views. So Tasha K, you've been misguided trying to brag about some shit that ain't even important. Nobody cares about no damn subs. And it seems like you faking it anyway. You gained 3 times more subs in that same period, but you still had the same number of views. Somebody lying. Somebody lying, Tasha K. How, Sway? How? Man, check this out. Now, Tasha K went from hot shit Then Tasha K went to that sugar. Now Tasha K right back to hot shit, y'all. She right back to hot shit. Damn, Tasha. You supposed to be wiping your ass with the cease and desist. What happened, girl? See, what had happened was